What's up, everybody? I have a gift for all of you. It's actually like 3 gifts. It is a crazy time that we're living in. The news has been off the hook when it comes to the financial world and markets. We'll get into all that. The gifts are silver and uranium. Hear me out, folks. I am of the opinion that we are going to be heading directly into a recession, and it's already started, and it's going to get worse. We got banks failing. We got wars being fought. We have this issue with inflation that is proving to be extremely sticky. And one of the measuring factors to determine if we are being effective with lowering inflation is the unemployment numbers to go up. We're already seeing in the tech sector, massive layoffs have been going on. Now, to my drip community, people, we are going to take a look at drip. But I just wanted to bring this stuff up because if you are in agreement with me about an upcoming recession and some financial hardship ahead, what are you doing to prepare? Obviously, you all know me. Bitcoin is one of my favorite plays, especially right now. I think there's going to be more downside, up to 50% more. But I am dollar cost averaging every day, just a little bit of Bitcoin. In fact, let me show you something. So given the fact that I don't trust any exchanges, I like to use Swan Capital, Swan Bitcoin to purchase all my Bitcoin. However, the only thing they deal with is Bitcoin. You can't buy any other crypto on here. It's just Bitcoin. They're big believers in the dollar cost average. And you can hook up an account. I'll leave, a link below. Yep, timing the market is hard. Our daily, weekly, or monthly savings options steadily convert your dollars to Bitcoin savings. Over the last 4 years, saving $70 per week in Bitcoin, you would have invested a total of, that's $10 a day. That's $10 a day. And you would have invested a total of $14,630. The total value would be $20,657. It's a 41% increase. And remember, that is purchasing Bitcoin at its all-time high. That would be starting over here and doing dollar cost averaging through all of this. And by the way, you can type in other numbers here. Imagine if you started doing this now in the midst of a bear market. This is not financial advice. I should say that real quick. But if you do believe that crypto is here to stay and you believe that Bitcoin is not going anywhere, I would definitely consider dollar cost averaging. I've been talking about Bitcoin going to like $9,000 as when it bottoms out. So, it's like beach. Well, wait a minute. If you think that, why are you dollar cost averaging now? Well, I'm only dollar cost averaging. Last time I checked, it was like $35 a day right now. As the price goes down, once we break back into the teens, I'm going to up it probably to 50 or 100. And although I think it's going lower, I could be wrong. And I don't want to miss the boat. So they make it super simple here. You get everything kind of set up just like you would an exchange. And they do you can instantly buy. So you can buy right on it with your phone with a couple clicks, or you can set up the reoccurring plans. And one of the things that I kind of like about it that's different than the exchanges that offer the reoccurring stuff, because you can do automatic, daily automatic purchases, on Binance or crypto.com. The only thing is anytime I've done that on those, they charge your bank every single day. And it's just, I don't know, for me, these guys, they do either I think weekly or monthly. In other words, you can deposit a larger amount of money that they will then use to do dollar cost averaging. So it's just one charge per week or one charge per month from your bank account. Definitely check them out. A partner on your Bitcoin journey. Let's take a look at drip. And here's the drip chart. And clearly I was way off. Just a bit out of range of what actually happened coming out of the golden pocket of this Fibonacci. It did not continue its leg up. It just kind of started to bleed. And we're getting some signs of life happening here. I saw that it had broken below 40. Now it's back up above it. So I'm curious, what you guys think about everything that's going on with drip. I haven't listened to a Forex AMA in a long time. I still think the future looks very bright for Animal Farm and for drip. But once again, we're waiting on him to release stuff that we think can provide utility and use case for drip. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to bleed out and slowly die. I mean, it could maybe, when it reaches a certain level, start to sustain itself just because the cost is so attractive and you can buy a maxed out wallet like on the super cheap. But, we got to have Triple D. We got to have Scratchy. I mean, we got to get that use case. We got to get the use case. And I have wondered if the animal farm cannot survive without drip. Okay. It was created for the other way around. Drip would not be able to survive without the animal farm because the animal farm gave drip some use case in one of the farms. You could farm for pigs. Now you can only farm for dogs using drip. But I mean, the biggest marketing campaign we saw was for drip. And that was organic. That was a bunch of YouTubers, like Stunna, Richie, Thomas G, Ray, of course. Shout out to Bartertown. He's put his brick in. But that's what brought everyone here. And all these people here are frustrated that the price has just been bleeding for a year. I have talked to other people and they say that that's not the case. The animal farm completely does stand alone. And maybe, I hope, I've got a lot of money in the animal farm, but I got more in drip and I want to see drip get up to some levels, $5, $6, 10, maybe. I would love it. And because also I know how big our community is and how much diehard, loyal people we have in this community that, you know what I mean? They're just ride or die for drip. Like, I want to see everyone getting fired up. I want to see everyone just making bank off this. I don't want to have to put out an apology video. Yeah. Now, going back real quick to the gifts, because I threw some out there. Obviously, Bitcoin is one of them. Silver and uranium. I should say these are commodities that I'm putting money in right now. One is a hedge for the recession, which is silver, and the uranium is highly speculative. And I think that when it comes to sustainability and what is best for the environment, I do believe nuclear power is that. From everything that I've read, from all the different interviews that I've seen, like, we're not going to make it unless we are able to utilize nuclear power even more. And so uranium, I think there's going to be a price surge. It may not be for, a couple of years, but I think it's going to last off. Take a look at the chart here for uranium. You see we're down right now. And by the way, going into a recession, the energy sector typically takes a hit, right? Because there's a lot more layoffs. There's less production going on. So for me, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is a good time to start accumulating, knowing full well that it could go down further. We are at pretty decent area of support. It's been hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eventually that could break through it, but it's also showing that there are buyers here that are jumping in when it hits this level. So silver, now I like gold, so I'm also accumulating gold. But silver, I think maybe not super soon. I wouldn't necessarily say go out and buy a bunch of silver right now. I mean, I've started accumulating a little bit, but I don't think we're going to see huge surge in this. But when we do, I think it's going to be massive. It's going to be way bigger than gold in terms of the amount that it goes up to, not the actual price of an ounce of silver versus an ounce of gold. But I just see this thing just soaring because silver's in everything, right? It actually, gold is great, but it doesn't really have we don't really use it for a whole lot, right? But silver, on the other hand, is in industry. It is in everything, anything, our phones, our cars, it's used so much. And so I just see this price, getting in the next couple of years. That's my guess. What do I know? So that's it for today. Let me know what you think about all this. Again, this is not financial advice. Don't do what I do. I'm sharing what I'm doing. Silver and uranium are definitely risky, especially the uranium. It's a risky play. Bitcoin, in my opinion, is the one thing that I can't give you financial advice, but you do see where this is going, right? You see our money, the currency, it's going. It's It's not real. Like, this doesn't end well for the dollar. Anyway, let me know what you think. Check out the links below. There's also Spritz Finance, so you can start paying for things with your crypto. Definitely check that out. That's one of my favorite projects that's come out in this last year. I use it all the time. At least once or twice a week, I am taking crypto profits and I'm paying my bills with it. Check it out. Always love being able to get on here and do this with you guys. Definitely want to get a couple more out in the next few days. Just got a lot going on right now. So just trying to keep up with everything. But anyway, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Catch you guys all in the next one.